So in your seat, let's find our Adhi Mudra, which is our thumb in the palm of the hand and a fist over that thumb. And then let's just place that on the thighs or at the knees, somewhere that's going to be down. And if you want, bring those knuckles so the back of the hand faces up and the knuckles are down. So the back of the hand is up. The knuckles are down. Yeah, yep. And then as we sit, maybe roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And feel that thumb centering on the palm of the hand. The fingers over that thumb. And the entire hand resting on the thighs, grounding our energy down. And let's bring our awareness to the base of the spine. And we'll inhale up the spine to the crown of the head. And exhale out the mouth. We'll inhale, slowly tracing the breath up the back of the spine to the crown. Exhaling out the mouth. Visualizing that breath falling down the front of the body to the base of the spine. And inhale up the back body. And exhale down the front of the body. Then on our next inhale, let's bring our hands together in front of our heart in prayer. And press the thumb knuckles into the chest. And with those thumb knuckles pressed into the chest, we'll inhale to lift our hands to the sky. And then exhale, just bring it right back down. Inhale up to the sky. And exhale as we ground. Feel the elbows, the hands coming down in front of the shoulders, grounding down from shoulders to the hips, to the sits bones, grounding into the earth. Then back up, draw our energy up. Exhale, grounding it down. Inhale up to the sky. Pause at the top this time, separate the hands, and then we'll exhale, fold it forward, bring our hands to the ground. Inhale, bring the hands to the sky, lifting the shoulders back over the hips. And now we'll just breathe in and out, folding forward and down. And up and back. Yes, let's just move with your breath, whatever pace is right for you. And the next time you bring your hands up to the sky, pause at the top. Yeah, now exhale to rotate over to the right. Lower the hands down so that left hand comes on the right knee and the back hand, that right hand comes behind us. Let's bring our head to look over that left shoulder. And exhale, look over the right. Through the middle, over the left. Inhale through the middle. Exhale over the right. And then just go back and forth. Noticing the subtle movements from the base of the spine to the top of the head. And as you move your way through this time, stop with the head, the chin, in the direction of the knee. And then we'll lift our arms to the sky. And then exhale over to the other knee. So right hand on top of that left knee, the left hand behind us. Bring the chest up, and then just bring that chin back and forth again. From shoulder to shoulder. Feeling the palms of the hands grounding into the earth and into that knee. The energy drawing down. And then this time bring the chin in the direction of the knee. Release the hands, float the hands up to the sky. Yeah, good. Bring the chest and the hands forward and we'll find our tabletop. Bring the hands down to the ground. The knees are underneath the hips. The hands are underneath the shoulders. And then from here, let's extend our right leg out long. And maybe tuck that pelvis, flexing the foot. And let's just bring that right knee to the left elbow. So we kind of cross the body and then send the right leg back nice and long. And then inhale to bring it through. Cross the body to that opposite elbow and then send it long. And actually exhale to bring the knee to the elbow. I said inhale, but exhale. And then inhale to extend long. Let's do it one more time. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. And then extend that leg long. Now pause with that leg long. And let's lower down the heart, bending the elbows. Just bring the chin to the floor and then we'll press right back up. And then bring that knee down. Bring the knees mat distance apart. We'll sit back in child's pose. The hips can come all the way to the heels, or maybe the hips lift and the hands go forward. So maybe it's more of a puppy pose than a child's pose. But we're just going to stretch out the back by bringing the hands forward and the seat towards the heels. So whatever that looks like for you, just find some space between the vertebrae. And then we'll exhale, bring the shoulders back up, the hands underneath the wrists, bring the knees underneath the hips. Now feel those palms grounding down, feel the knees grounding down. And then on an inhale, bring the left knee back. And if you need to from your tabletop, bring that right knee towards center more and then send the leg back. Something that's nice, it feels a little more balanced with the knee, the grounded knee towards the middle. The left leg goes back. And now exhale to bring that left knee towards the right elbow and then extend it long on the inhale. Exhale the left knee to the right elbow and then inhale to extend it back. And even though we're awakening our body, keep doing this with your breath. The physical body, we're also awakening the brain as we cross from one side of the body to the next. So the brain is going to awaken. And then last time, extend that leg out long. So we're inhale, the leg is long. Now bend the elbows, lower down the chin, the heart to the floor. Now exhale, press it up. Bring that knee down, and then we'll roll our toes under and find our Adho Mukha Svanasana. So imagine this upside down V. The V can be really far apart, if that feels good on the backs of the legs, or they can be close together. Now exhale through the mouth, letting the breath go. Feel the palms, again, grounding into the earth. And then step both feet forward. Let's just walk them one little tiny step at a time towards the hands. And let's hang here, but find our mudra. So the thumb comes into the palm, the fingers wrap around the thumb. Exhale, bend the knees, rise up, bring the fists to the sky. And then exhale, bring the hands to the side. And the fists come over to the side of the body. Perfect timing. Find your mountain pose with your thumbs on the palm and the fists over the thumb. And we'll ground, feet down, shoulders up, back, and down. And then open the palms so the fingers extend. Exhale, close the palms. Yes. Inhale, extend the fingers. Exhale, close the hands. Inhale, extend the fingers. Now exhale, close the palms, ground down through the feet. And inhale to open the fingers and then send the hands up to the sky. Grounding into the left foot. Let's step the right foot back, maybe a step or 2 blocks lengths behind the left foot. Bend that front knee, and let's exhale, fold forward halfway. And then inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Nice job. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Maybe go all the way so the chest hovers over the knee. Let the hands hang on the sides of the ankles or towards the front of the mat. And then we'll step the right foot forward. So both hands are forward, both feet are forward. Bend the knees, step the left foot back about 2 block lengths. And then we'll rise up. Straighten that front leg as much as is comfortable, and then we'll exhale, fold it forward, halfway, flat back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let's fold it forward and pause here, hanging forward. And then all the way, let the breath go into a full surrender. Hands frame the ankle. You can just dangle. Breathe in. Now let's exhale, step that left foot up to meet the right. Heel toe the feet so they're mat distance apart. Find a block, bring it underneath the heart. The left hand comes to the block, bend the knees, and bring the right hand to sky. Yeah, and then we're just gonna flow. So bring the right hand to the middle, and then we'll inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Yes, like if we were a bird, we had like one wing that we're just opening and closing. Let's do it 2 more times. Down and inhale up. Exhale down. We'll inhale up, pause at the top. Now exhale, bring that right hand to the hip. Yep, so we're in a little twist. And now let's bring the heart over that left hand. Bring the left hand to the hips. Bend the knees, and we'll rise all the way up. And then with our feet really wide, we're going to sit back into a wide-footed chair. So lower the seat just a little, so it's kind of like a sumo squat, kind of like our Uttanasana. And bring the hands to the heart. And then we'll exhale, bring the prayer over towards the right. And then go over to the left. And over to the right. Good job, guys. And just go at your own pace. Kind of wringing out the core here just a little bit as we ground through the feet and awaken those thighs and the sides of the hips, right? Now one more time to each side. And then bring the hands to the middle. Fold it forward, hands come to the block. The right hand rests on the block, bend the knees as much as you need to, and then we're going to expand that left wing up to the sky. And exhale, close the wing to the bottom. Inhale, reach that left wing up. And then go ahead at your own pace. Opening and closing that left side. Try it. Some effortlessness in here, just like those birds that glide across the sky. Bring that into this opening and closing of the wing. One last time, bring it up. And exhale, bring that hand down. Now move that block out of the way. Let's heel toe our feet in towards each other. Ground into the right foot. Let's bring that left foot back and lower that knee down to the ground. Top of the foot to the ground. If you want, bring a block on the inside of that left foot. And we'll just lift up, bringing the knee kind of back, the left hip back, hands to the hips. Nice. And now let's inhale to bring the arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands maybe to a block on the inside of that foot or to the ground. And then heel toe that right foot out to the side. So the right foot is towards the right side of the mat. And then we'll drop that right knee out, opening up the hip. So I'm going to move so you can kind of see. But the left knee grounds and that right foot is out to the side, kind of like our lizard pose. In yin yoga, we call this a dragon. So imagine just opening up. And then if we were a dragon, that left hand grounds on the block. Let's bring the right hand to the sky. Yep. And then bring that right hand to the block. Keep that right knee out. Just a little bit of movement in the stomach. Nice job. Just a couple more times. This movement, kind of bringing our awareness to the movement of the hands, maybe less of the sensation in the legs. And let's bring that hand back down. Bring the foot down, heel toe the foot in. Now from here, curl the left toes under. Let's rise up into our full lunge. Arms can come up to the sky. That left knee can rise if that feels good. Nice. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the top of the thigh. And let's just straighten that front leg. And then we'll bend. And then straighten it. And bend. A little breath with movement, inhaling to straighten, exhaling to bend. Noticing the front of that left hip. Then exhale, straighten. Bend. Now pause with that knee bent. Lower down the left knee. Bring the hands to the block and then send the right knee back. And we'll send our left knee forward. So move the block and do the other side. Left foot comes forward. Heel to that left foot to the side. Drop that left knee out. And then find your stability. Find that base. And then bring your hands to the block or to the ground, wherever your hands are. And then that left wing comes out. So the left knee is out and the left wing goes up. And then down to the middle. Yeah. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Inhale that dragon wing up. Exhaling down. Two more breaths. And when you get there, that left hand comes to the block. The left foot comes in. Curl the right toe under. Let's lift up. However you get up into that full lunge is fine. It might not be so graceful today. It might be really graceful. It doesn't matter. We're going to find the lunge. That's where we're headed. So the right knee comes up. The left knee is bent over the ankle. Rise. Yeah, any variation with the arms. Whatever feels good for you. And then we're just going to straighten and flex the legs. So if you want your arms up on the hips, out like a T, maybe you want some dragon wings. Just straighten and bend the knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale to find some length. Exhaling to bend. Maybe closing the eyes. Feeling the breath flow through the shape. One more time, bend and straighten. Let's meet in a straight leg this time. Bring hands to the hips. And now step it forward. So we press up, power out of the ball of that right foot, stepping for the feet to meet. And then let's bring our hands to our knees and just make some circles with the knees. So we're kind of bent in the legs. Just draw some circles, like around the toes with the knees. And then the other direction, circles with the knees. And then let's make our way to stand. And when we get to stand, let's come onto the ball of that right foot and make some circles around the toes with the ankles. Both directions. Anti-clockwise and clockwise. And then lower that foot, come onto the ball of the left foot and do the same thing. Maybe hearing some snap, crackle, and pops. Maybe not. And then lower the foot. Feet to the ground. Let's step in nice and wide. And then step that right foot back. Lower that right knee again. Top of the right foot to the ground. And this time we're going to send that right hip back. Straighten the front leg. I'm going to use my blocks because I like to have them for this. Bring that left heel forward as much as you need to, the right knee back as much as you need to allow that front leg to straighten. You can be bent if you want. And now if you have your blocks, it's kind of supported because we're just going to flow up and down. We're going to bow, and then we're going to lift and bow. Exhale, and inhale to lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Good. Let's exhale, bow, and pause in our bow. Draw the belly button into the spine. And now with your legs straight, I'm going to move my block of my right hand over to the left side. So our hands are on the left side of the left leg. A little bit of a twist. And maybe if we press the heel into the ground, we feel a little bit more open in the back of the leg. So breathing in and out. Exhale. Deep breath in. And then we'll exhale, bring the right hand on the other side of that leg again. So straighten out those blocks, bring the left knee back, and bring the right leg forward. So this is our Ardha Hanumanasana, our half splits, our half pyramid pose. Find the right spot for the knee and that leg so the right leg is nice and long. It can be as straight as you need to. And then we're going to bow, exhale, inhale, rise, lifting the heart. Exhale, bow. Inhaling to rise. Exhale, bow, and pause at the bottom of this bow. We'll be here for a couple breaths. We'll be closing the eyes and softening the face in our bow. Deep breath in. And we'll exhale to bring that right knee back to meet the left. And let's turn and face the long edge of our mat. Unless you want to send the leg off the mat, you can do that too. But if you can still see the screen or wherever you're at, come so the knees face the long edge. And let's send that left leg out to the side. Keep your blocks, maybe move one over to the right side. And then we'll inhale to lift the arms above the head. So the wrists stack over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Send the hips forward, you guys. See if you can kind of stack the hip over the knee. Yeah, and then our arms are up. Yep, and then exhale over to the left. Extend through the right hand, feel a little side opener. And then we'll tick-tock over to the right, maybe to the block, ground the hand, left hand reaches up. And then we'll exhale, we're just gonna tick-tock through as if we're a little pendulum. So move at your own pace, pausing anywhere you want along the way to feel and notice the stretch a little more. Nice job. Nice job, ladies. And now the next time that you find your hand on the block over on that right side, let's pause there. Extend the left arm up to the sky. And then maybe moving the block so you can feel a little bit of balance in case we want to lift that left leg. It doesn't have to be high, it can just be a little bit. Maybe you want to lift it up and then lower down. Lifting up and lowering down. Doesn't even have to be a high lift, it can be really, really tiny. One more time, up and down. And then bring that foot to the ground. Bring the arms out like a T, pressing off the block, arms extend out. Nice, inhale up above the head. And then if it feels okay, bring the hands forward to the ground in front of you. That left leg can be out, or bring that left knee in, coming into puppy pose. Or if you want to come into a variation, you can keep the left foot grounded to the side. I'm just going to bring my both knees in. We're going to pause in puppy pose for a couple of breaths. Feeling the palms of the hands ground into the earth. Now exhale, let's walk our hands back towards the knees. And then slowly begin to stack the hips over the knees, the shoulders over the hips, the vertebrae stacked one on top of another. Maybe bring the shoulders way up into the ears. Yeah. And then just let them drop. Let's do that again. Roll them up into the ears. Yep, and then just drop them. A couple more times. Shrugging it all off, just letting it all go. Nice, now bring that block over to the other side. Find that stability with the block and extend the right leg out. Hips go forward, so the left is over the left knee. Bring the right arm to sky. And when you feel like you have that base in your hand and your foot, then we begin to move with the breath. Opening up the side body with each movement, each stretch, from the hip to the armpit, armpit to the fingertip. Nice job. The next time you find that hand on the block, pause on the side, the right arm reaching up. Make sure that hip is forward, and then maybe you begin to slowly hover that right foot above the ground. I usually have to move my block a little bit further away from my leg. You can pulse the leg, you can let it hover. Maybe you make some circles. Maybe you just leave the foot on the ground. Nice job. Bring the foot down to the earth. Exhale to bring the arms out like a T. Good. Inhale to bring the arms up above the head. And now bring that right knee in. And we're not going to go forward this time, but we're going to go back. But let's start by bringing a block between the thighs. So really hold that block between the thighs. So our thighs are rotating towards each other to hold that block there. Nice. Send the hips forward. Inhale to bring the arms above the head. And let's bring the right hand to that right low back. Reach up with the left. Hips move forward. And then shoulders stack back over the hips. Right arm comes to the sky. Left arm comes to that left low back. Reach up with the right hand. Send the hips forward. And let's just tick-tock through that. Our variation of camel pose. Right hand to the right low back, left arm reaches, hips are forward. One at a time. Side to side. One more reach with each arm. And bring the hands to the hips. Bring the hips back over the knees. The hips no longer drive forward, but they can stack. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. Now let's bring our knees apart and just let that block fall to the ground. It's kind of fun. That's like we laid an egg. Now move that block out to the side. Bring the hands down. Let's come onto our stomachs. Actually, first come into child's pose. Stretch out that back. And after a couple breaths in child's pose, then lay on your stomach. Whenever you're ready to come to your stomach, come to your stomach. Stay in child's pose as long as you need. Maybe rocking to one side and the other in child's pose. Balasana. Now inhale, look up with the hands, come onto the stomach. Tops of the legs, hips down. On the stomach, let's bring our feet mat distance apart. They can even be wider than mat distance. So our feet are wide apart. And then we'll inhale to bring our arms just in front of the head. So glance down towards the floor. Palms are reaching up and they're hovering over the ground. And then let's bring our arms out like a Y. And then back together, the hands come together. And then out like a Y with the hands. And now hands come together. Let's point the thumbs to the sky, the palms shine towards one another. Maybe lift the heart just a little bit. And then lower down the hands all the way to the ground, palms down, face can come to the floor. And now bring the right foot towards that right glute, the left foot towards the left glute. And then bring the feet to face till they're parallel with the sky, and just rock the feet over to the right side. Let the feet and the knees go to the right, and then the feet go over to the left. So we're windshield wipering out the legs with the arms in front. Just go side to side with the legs, those feet. One more time to both sides, or to each side. And then bring the thighs to stillness, the feet face towards the sky, lower down the legs. They can be mad distance apart, they can be closer. Look up with the hands so our head lifts just a little bit. Look at the thumbs, bring the thumbs to the sky, palms shine towards each other. Now look at the floor and lift the arms off the ground. Hover the heart just a little bit so we have a little bit of a bend in the back. And then let's exhale, bring the hands to the side, so the elbows come to the hips, and then we'll inhale to extend the hands together, thumbs to the sky in front. And then exhale, elbows to the hips. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to the hips, last time. And inhale, the arms come in front. And exhale, lower the palms down, lower the head down. And then we'll press it back to child's pose. Exhale, rolling back. You can come into puppy pose, that's where the hips are extended, but allow that spine to lengthen with some weight in the hips and the glutes and the arms extending forward. And sigh. Now we'll inhale, rolling up only enough that we need to allow us to roll over with a little bit of ease. Coming onto the back. Now on the back, you can hug the knees into the chest. These knees are going to serve as that weight that extends the sits bones back, and that spine finds a little length. Maybe we even lift the shoulders off the ground, bring the nose to the knees, rock side to side. Now let's exhale, send that left leg long, and let the left leg come to the ground. With that right knee kind of hugged in, let's just send it over to the left. So crossing the body, if you have your block, you can bring your block underneath that knee, and the arms can come out like a T. We'll offer a couple breaths here. That block kind of supports us in making it a little bit more effortless in our twist. And let the left leg, don't worry about flexing the foot, just let the left leg be at ease and relaxed. Breathe in. Exhale. Deep breath in. And then we'll exhale, roll over onto the back. Send the right leg out and the left knee in. When that left knee comes in, hug it in, and then hug the right knee in, and we'll rock side to side. So both knees are in now. You'll be noticing one side, the other. Now extend that right leg long. Let it come all the way to the ground and find rest. Move the block over to the right side. So when we twist over, that left knee can rest on the block. So on your exhale, floating over towards the side. The arms come out like a T. Inside. On your next exhale, lift that left knee up off the block. Hug the knee into the chest. Now hug the right knee in. Yeah, and now let's send our legs up high, feet to the sky. And if you want, you can bring the knees down to the ground and slide a block just underneath that sacrum. So it's kind of, it's not right on your glutes. It's at the very base of that sacrum. So you can rest your sacrum on the block and then maybe bring the legs to the sky. If that doesn't feel good, just bring the back to the ground without a block. Let the legs rest. Maybe noticing any movement in the legs. It's that prana that flows through the body. That life force that connects all of us to source. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, you can bend the knees, lower the feet to the ground, and then lift the hips up to move the block out of the way and find Shavasana. But there's no rush. If this feels really nourishing, then allow that nourishment to be there for as long as you want. Let's let the breath exit the body. Inhale to fill our being with breath. And our next exhale is kind of that signal that we've entered our resting pose. Imagine you were just that on a floaty on the water. There's no effort, just suspended and free. And if your mind is wandering, just bring it to the natural breath, just a natural rise and fall of the chest or the stomach, not trying to change the breath, but just noticing it. And that helps to anchor the mind. You can rest here, motionless. But if your mind is still wandering or chattering, on an inhale, extend the fingers out. On your exhale, draw the fingers in, just giving that brain a little bit of something to do to help steady it. Just redirecting. Inhale, the fingers go out. Exhale, the fingers come in and close over the palm. Do that as long as you need to. Allow yourself to fully rest, knowing that we're going to be here for a few more minutes because our Shavasana integrates our practice. Allowing the body to absorb the benefits of our movements and our breath on every level. So allow yourself to relax and settle in. There's nowhere to go and nothing to do. On your next breath, let's gently draw the feet to the ground. We're going to eventually make our way to a seat. So if you'd rather stay on your back, then just keep the legs long. If you want to make your way to a seat, just begin to do so by maybe bringing the knees to the sky and rolling off to the side. And then pressing on up. When you find that seat, or whether you're on your back, begin to connect with the natural breath. When you feel that natural inhale and that natural exhale, let's begin to bring a mantra into the breath. So we'll inhale to ourselves, we can say so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Continue to do that. Inhaling so and exhaling hum on your own. Now with your awareness on your inhale, I'm going to begin to count. And I'll count with the word Om, or mantra Om. So we'll inhale for Om, 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 Om. And exhale for Om, 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 Om. Inhale for Om, 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 Om. Exhale for Om, 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 Om. Inhale for Om, Om, Om. And now let's hold at the top for 2 counts. And exhale for Om, 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 Om. Hold for Om, Om. Inhale, Om, 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 Om. Pause, Om, Om. Exhale, Om, 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 Om. Pause, Om, Om. Inhale, Om, Om, Om. Now pause for 4. Exhale, Om, Om, Om. Pause for 4. Inhale, Om, 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 Om. Pause, Om, Om, Om. Exhale, Om, Om. Pause, Om, Om. Inhale, Om, Om. And then exhale. Just fall into your natural breath. Now just breathing naturally. Visualize yourself seated or lying on the floor. Visualize the shape that you're in. Notice the rise and fall of the breath in the body. Notice the walls of the room that surround yourself. Now notice any sounds in the room with your body. Notice the temperature of the room that your body is resting in. Notice if it's light or dark in the room. Bringing your awareness to the walls on either side of yourself. Slowly zoom in from that wide lens. So all you see is just your body in the room. And then be in that body And feel the shape that you're in as if you were feeling that shape for the first time. Feel the rise and fall of the chest. And with each exhale, feel the beating of your heart and the energy from your heart extending out to the side body, to the hands, and to the feet, and to the head. Your inhale draws that energy into the heart, and the exhale extends it out. And then with each exhale, the energy begins to settle in the body. Your body begins to feel the energy and hold the energy within itself. Feeling the weight of the physical body. But it's not heavy or burdensome. It's just your physical being. And zoom out and visualize your body again. Be the witness. And exhale, zoom in and fill that physical body. Bringing your hands to your heart space. May we find our center with ease. May we flow side to side, forward and back, across the body, down and up. Aware of our center. May we be reminded and know that this physical body is the container for our energy, and we can be the witness and attach just a little less, but yet be fully present with our senses and our breath. Let's exhale and inhale. Om Shanti. Shanti. Shanti.